So, after this week, after finishing the module on political ambition and women in politics, I believe that it's key and essential that we discuss three ways that the media obstructs women's representation in politics. So, what I'd like to touch on first is what I believe is the increased bias that the media shows towards women. In a New York Times article titled Hillary Clinton to Show More Humor and Heart, the focus was her diet and her food, and foods that she preferred to eat and foods that she didn't prefer to eat. And this here is critical to me because food is not the vital part of Hillary Clinton's campaign. Her campaign was based on her trying to become president, not manager at a fast food restaurant. So I feel as the media, we should focus on the issue at hand instead of deterring to something as low as her diet. Not saying that her diet is low, but it's not the important topic here. Secondly, what I believe that a problem that the media puts onto our women as it comes to representation in politics is the amount of coverage received. Fredkin referred to women in the 1980s who ran for senator in Congress to have little to no coverage as opposed to men in the 1980s. That, in my opinion, isn't good. I mean, if we're going to work to give women equal rights and allow women to have a voice in politics, we should focus on men and women equally. Both should have the same type of coverage, in my opinion, and one shouldn't be left out of view of the regular Americans. The third issue that I believe that the media puts on women in politics is the misinterpretation of the woman's voice. In another New York Times article titled, For Clinton, the Speaker, Smaller the Better, Hillary Clinton was described as delivering her speech in the manner of a professor at a university delivering a lecture to her students. And I think it's important that as media, we shouldn't look to attack the woman who is campaigning for something as big as what she may be doing. I believe that that's small and minute to say that she seemed as she was delivering a lecture to a class instead of a speech to a country, instead of a speech that she was looking for votes for. The second issue that we want to look at here today is what are two ways that I believe the media can do to serve as a power tool for increasing women's representation in politics. And the first idea that I had was media outlets need to hold each other accountable. When women are misrepresented, I believe that it's the media's purpose, it's the media's job to ensure that the woman's voice is heard, not minimize that woman's voice. So as a media outlet, we can all hold each other accountable and we can say, hey, like women need to have more coverage, or those women over there on that news station need to have more of their voice heard. I also believe that by holding the media accountable, peers such as citizens will hold the media accountable, because this helps draw attention to different biases, different coverages. Second way I believe that the media can hold and serve as a powerful tool to women in politics is by forfeiting comments about, how could I say this, women's appearance. Back when Sarah Palin was running for president out of Alaska, it was always talked about how beautiful she was. Comments were made about her legs. And I just think that as a media, we can't focus on things such as her sexual traits, because that only helps to how could I say it? Suppress the woman because we already look at her because of her what she's wearing, because she already may be in a dress. We already have an idea that women are considered feminine. And I just believe that as a media outlet, if we can just eliminate the idea of, hey, look at what she's wearing, look at the way she carries herself, I believe that the media can serve as a powerful tool and continue to help women. Last but not least here, if I were to have 3 rules as a manager for a woman running a campaign, I think I just keep it simple with them. I'd have my candidate that I'm managing, first being a woman, I would ask her to be careful of your emotions, because I believe that's something that's huge in politics. You don't want to be seen as a woman that's showing too much emotion, such as crying or anything of that nature. I believe that, secondly, that women should stay aggressive. I believe that when you're running for office, I believe that it's good to show men that, hey, you're here, you're affirmative, you're strong, and you're aggressive. Be on the attack. Stay on the attack. Don't be attacked. Because that's the way it is nowadays. Like, women are almost like scapegoats. And I don't believe that's fair. I believe that women should keep the gas on these men, and I believe that they should attack. Third, I believe the women should just take stands on sensitive subjects. People such as Michelle Obama, who's stepped out of her way to bring campaigns such as Bring Our Girls Back. Like, she has a voice that's respected in America. She has great approval ratings. And I believe that she's somebody that is an example of what and how women should be represented in America.